Hey guys, and welcome to the channel. In today's video, I'm going to be showing you a lower body hotel gym workout. This is really similar to an apartment gym. They have pretty much the same equipment. So if that's where you're working out, this video is for you. I'm going to give you all the tips and tricks that I like to follow with a voiceover, as well as include the full workout in the description box below. So without further ado, let's jump right into it. Alright guys, I'm getting started with just an incline walk on the treadmill as a warm-up. Please don't neglect your warm-up. Whatever you have accessible to you works great, whether it's just taking a lap around your apartment, doing some jumping jacks in place. Make sure you get the blood flowing before we get started. Then part 2 of the warm-up, I just hop into some dynamic stretching, which is just sort of waking up your muscles on the move. You'll see this routine that I do pretty much before every single lower body day. Fun fact, I've been doing pretty much the same thing since college. Shout out to the Baylor softball routine way back in the day. These right here, just kind of waking up the hips before we get started and do some squats. Little lunge with a twist, get a couple back cracks going. Again, guys, I can't reiterate how important this is. It takes 5 minutes. Maybe I should do a little longer, to be honest, but I warm up for about 10 minutes total before getting started. It makes a really big difference. You're going to get more out of your workout. You're going to have better range of motion, and most importantly, really helps to prevent any injury. Then we're popping into some glute activation work. With work from home and remote life, I pretty much sit at my desk all day, so before a leg workout, I really like to do a little bit of extra band work. Here you'll just notice some lateral walks back and forth, followed by some squats here, just again waking them up, keeping the knees out, sitting back, keeping the chest up really high. Alright, next I'm doing some glute kickbacks. I'm going to do a working set of these later on the cable machine, so I like to make sure I got the movement nice and down. You'll notice keeping a flat back here, kicking back, really squeezing at the glutes. I even put my hand on my core sometimes just to make sure I keep my core nice and tight, and I'm really controlling the movement. Then I'm hopping in with some cha-chas, really similar movement here, targeting the same part of the glute, pretty much just stepping back at a nice 45-degree angle. Your glutes are going to be pretty on fire at this point. Again, holding on to something in front of you just to stabilize, but I like to do about 15 reps of all of these that I've showed you so far before popping into the workout. And last thing, just a good old-fashioned iso hold, squeezing the glutes, feeling it in my hips, getting ready to start the workout. Alrighty, getting started in the workout, I'm just starting off with a nice sumo squat here. I prefer to keep the dumbbell right here in the middle, really sitting back in my heels and squeezing the glute at the top. I'm going to do 4 sets of 12 of these and superset it with the next one you're going to see, which is an RDL. So with the RDL, I'm just going down. Big thing here, keep the weight tracking right over your shins. You don't want it too far out in front. Keep your neck and spine neutral. You're just really going to sit back, really hinge at the hips, sit back, and then squeeze up at the top. After I do 4 sets of 12 of each of those, I'm moving on to reverse lunges. I really love these. I think lunges are underrated to target the glutes. I like to do this little lean that you're seeing. It helps to stay in the heels, pushing from your hamstrings and your glutes rather than staying fully upright. That's going to target a little bit more of the quads. So I'm just going back and forth on these, and again I'm doing 4 sets of 10 on each side with the lunges. Alright, next 2 exercises I'm about to superset are this cable kickback that you're seeing, and then another form of an RDL. So with these, make sure you lean forward. If you're standing fully upright, you're going to put a lot of pressure on your lower back. So you want to lean, have something in front of you to stabilize yourself, and then kick straight back. You can either bend the knee a little bit as you come back like I do, or keep your leg nice and straight. I'm going to switch sides here. You're not going to want to go too heavy on here. It's because it's super important just to control the movement. You don't want to be flailing and your back moving a lot, so keep your back nice and flat, control the movement, and again, as always, really activate your core here. Once you do a set of that, we're going to jump right into the next exercise, which is another version of an RDL. I really love the cable machine because it keeps constant tension in the muscles that you're working. So really similar to the dumbbell one we did, but you're just going to hold on to the grip here, go nice and low, get a good stretch in the hamstrings, and then pull up with your hamstrings and your glutes. So you'll do one of the cable kickbacks, and then right away go to the RDL, and then you'll rest and repeat that 4 times. Next up, I'm doing some stability ball curls. Most apartment and hotel gyms will have a ball. A lot of them won't have a dedicated hamstring machine, so I love doing this. Keep your feet right in the middle of the ball, extra challenging if your ball's flat like this one, and then curl all the way up at the top for 3 sets of 10. Really make sure you keep your hips up off the ground, don't let them fall. I'm supersetting that with some glute bridges. I just picked the heaviest dumbbell that they had, and this is sort of treated as a burnout. I'm going for 3 sets of 20 to 30, and really as many as I can get, squeezing up at the top, adding the band for extra resistance. I then take off the weight again and just do sort of a burnout here, as many as I can get. By now your glutes should be burning, and I'm just getting that extra pump here. So that really concludes the workout, guys. I am a firm believer that you don't need to do a million exercises, and honestly you shouldn't, to get a good workout. Pick a few compound movements, a few accessories, and come up with a really great workout, and just focus on progressive overload and getting better, adding more weight or more reps each time you do it. So a little bonus here, just giving you a stretching routine. As I mentioned at the beginning, stretching is super important. Really trying to prioritize that here in 2021. And then I'm finishing off with some good old cat-cows to take care of my lower back. But thanks all for watching. If you've made it this far, I appreciate you. Like and subscribe for more fitness and health content coming your way.